And we're back for round 5, playing against Light Snorlax EX. Currently 4-0, hoping we can get another, rattle off another 5-0 like we did last time. I guess we'll be going second. Pretty good start here. No supporter, but can easily draw out of that if we need to. And our opponent is on Tropius, tells me he's probably playing Genesect. There's some other decks that have been playing Tropius, Ho-Oh does as well, but the most likely villain is definitely going to be a Genesect Verzian type deck. So yeah, Tropius' first attack for 1 lets you, Professor Oak's New Theory, that is, lets you shuffle your hand in and draw cards until you have 6. It's kind of like a mini Tropical Beach that is searchable and does a little bit of damage. And then his second attack is Energy Press, so it's kind of like X-Ball, it's like the Energy Press that Kamalian has. So it's definitely been an interesting tech. We see a Great Ball for a Shelmet, so looks like we're playing against a Brew. Sometimes this happens on Pokemon Online. You can't. There's no tournament system. There's no kind of matchmaking system besides playing people you know. So it's kind of hard to, unless you want to do it like I've been doing and just randomly play games and hopefully hit some interesting decks. It's hard to kind of play without being biased. You can't. I could play against a friend, but I think that's kind of a different direction. I'm using this tournament series as a way to just kind of see how the deck performs against the field. I will eventually be doing a tournament series of videos that goes over specific matchups, and it's kind of a little bit more in depth. But for now, this is how we're doing it. And sometimes you just gotta take them as they come. And who knows? Maybe we'll see a great brew out of this. Maybe this Tropius Accelgor deck will be just what everybody wants. I think the laser is probably more important here. We're gonna Ultra Ball for the Treppish, definitely. I think we keep the laser just because it provides an immediate impact, and the hammer. Oops, the hammer doesn't really matter when we're just hammering off with Tropius. Especially considering hammers are probably weaker in this matchup than we would like, because he's probably playing DCE for Accelgor and just putting him back in. And I'm going to go ahead and Junk Hunt. I do think we take Laser Catcher for the reasons we talked about before. I don't think the hammers are going to be too relevant in this matchup, but obviously we'll see. I mean, next turn we can always take a hammer if we decide that he's energy hungry or is on a different strategy than we originally thought. And he evolves with the Accelgor that we knew he had, and he has a laser of his own. So it's not going to trade favorably for him. What's this? Okay, so that definitely makes laser worse. And, okay, so not exactly what we wanted to see. We're going to go ahead and evolve this. And I think we just Catcher. Let's go ahead and Catcher this chair. Oh, we have the ability. We have Garbodor, so we can check his ability. We have an N, which is always good. Laser. Laser's going to add to our own damage as well. Which is Verbane's going to add to our own damage as well, which is unfortunate, but I think we might just have to. We really want to get it. I will play this Sableye down, but and this Chubbish, but we really want to get a supporter next turn, so we need to Junk Hunt. Laser Receiver. So we're getting knocked out no matter what. No matter if he just has to stay passive, we get knocked out. But I guess unless he plays a different stadium, but we have a pretty good setup here. I mean, we're gonna get 2 Garbodors online next turn. He doesn't have his Accelgor. In hindsight, we didn't really want to be catching his chair because we don't care about it because of Garbodor, but I let that slip for some reason. Been playing sort of loose today, holidays coming up. Been a little stressed out and such, but we are 4-0, so scoreboard, as they say. He drops a Weedle. And looks like he's contemplating. He can't. He's awake, so he can retreat. Random pick. 20 plus 20. Okay. No, our phone was talking to us. I never use the chat function in games, so I apologize if you ever played and you have chatted with me. I don't know why it's still glowing. Oh, there we go. Sweet. He's still taking his time, and then he retreats to the Tropius and uses the return attack. I'm going to go ahead and attach to the Sableye, evolve the Fellstone on this Garbodor, receiver into an N, perfect. And things are going pretty darn well for us. We need to get a Darkrai set up at some point, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. Let's check our discard pile real quick. Oh, or not. Alright, well, there we go. Okay. So, I think what we're going to want to do is just go ahead, or what we need to, do I play laser? We didn't play laser, okay. I'm going to go ahead and junk hunt for a random receiver and a laser. Again, we don't really care about the energy. He hasn't had any energy, which is kind of a reason to get the crushing hammer, but we also don't need to get rid of any of it. It's only on a Tropius, which is not really doing a whole lot. And again, I still, even though he's playing a weird deck and kind of a weird budgety rogue thing, I still assume that he's on the traditional Accelgor lock plan, so I don't put too much value in crushing hammers yet. If we see something that changes that, if we see him attach a single grass to his Accelgor or something, obviously we can change our play based on that, but I think it's safe to assume that we don't really need them. But if he does play energy, if he does play a lot of energy, he sure is missing a lot here, because he's, I think, returned twice. There, okay, so there is the DCE. And we are going to be knocked out. I think we still need time before we try and tackle this Darkrai a bunch, so I'm going to go ahead and attach to the Sableye, but I think we do need to life do up this Sableye. Hopefully we can end here. Yeah, that's going to be good for us. We can afford more prizes taken, but we're kind of having a slow start in getting anything set up because he's been able to knock us out so much, so I just feel safer with having that life do. And then this way makes that if he wants to scrapper to take a prize, he can't just get both of our Float Stones, just dedicate one of those slots to the life do. So only one laser used. I feel like it's fine to use another one to see if he stays asleep. He doesn't. I'm not going to use my third. Still want that to be active. Let's go ahead and retreat to Sableye. He has no energy on board now. He is poisoned. Yeah, Junk Hunt, Receiver, Laser again. He moves up to 70. And he'll. So this is the tricky spot he's in now, I think, where he needs to rebuild. Like, he can't. He just played a Shelmet, which is good, but he can't play. He didn't have 2 in play, so he can't Accelgor. He's ending, which is pretty desperate. It's fine for me to have those 6 here. Not the best 6 in the world, but I still have so many reach in my deck, it doesn't really matter. He's going to try and yawn me? No, he's just passing. Okay. Well, we finally get a free turn, as it were. I don't think we even want to play a supporter. He only has 3 cards in hand. I think I'll just Junk Hunt for Laser. I don't need the redundancy of the lasers, but I care about them being in my deck if he has an N or something more than I care about hammers. He wakes up, which is unfortunate, but I think now that we're starting to get a semblance of a Darkrai going, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Because at the end, he has to rip Accelgor DCE off of this, so... Oh, he has DCE already, so he has to rip Accelgor, which is very likely. Looks like he doesn't have it, though. He's debating whether to retreat. I think he kind of just has to. Nope, he's just passing. Or he just yawns. Okay. Well, either way, we're taking the tries. We don't wake up, which is unfortunate, but not too big of a concern. We're in a receiver. Do we care about any of these cards? Guess I'll play Sableye to be safe, but I don't think we care about any of this other stuff. And now we have the Darkrai stood up, and now, unless anything spooky happens, I think we're pretty set on not being able to lose here. He has no Shelmet up, he doesn't really have anything that I'm afraid of. He's been drawing pretty poorly. We're asleep, but that doesn't matter. Even if we get knocked out, we're not going to lose on prizes or anything. And we have a Darkrai waiting in the wings. At this point, if I wake up, assuming nothing big changes on the board, I'm just going to start attacking with Darkrai. All of his stuff is such low HP that I just need to start being aggressive and not worrying about anything. No catchers for that Shelmet's unfortunate. Alright, I guess we're playing a laser. Energy search. Skyla, I'll go ahead and get an Ultra Ball for another Darkrai and start building that up. Just might as well prepare myself for in case anything crazy happens. I already played a laser, pass. Wow, 3 tails and 4 tails in a row. Spooky. And if he doesn't have energy to pass here, he's gonna get knocked out, and if he does find a way not to get knocked out, he likely can't get next Accelgor this turn, so I'm not too concerned. How many cards are in my deck? 13. Okay. So he's taking his time. That's one thing about Pokemon Online, is I wish that there was a better way for players to get better cards. I'm not saying that this guy Like Snorlax EX isn't choosing to just play this deck, but of the majority of players that I've seen on Pokemon Online and who I've spoken to as well, they seem to kind of be playing these kind of decks because they don't have any other options. And I know that the tins come with codes now and everything, but I guess part of me wishes that you could buy some sort of collector pack. There was a thing in Japan that was released last year, I think, 2012, that was it's called like EX something. I don't know, maybe someone can tell me in the comments. That was like basically like our Genesect boxes and our Lugia boxes, except it came with multiple EXs. I think sometimes in multiples of them, like 2 Darkrai and 2 Mewtwo, as well as like basic energy packs. I think like just something. Not that you can give away all of your cards and as Pokemon, that you can give away all of your cards or anything, but at least online, something you could purchase for gems or whatever currency they use. Um, it just kind of gets you a start, or maybe even something like a budget version of a Darkrai deck or a Blastoise deck. Price it at the price it at I don't know $15 or whatever the equivalent is, and have it be Darkrai like this deck, but only 2 Darkrai EX and only 2 Sableye and no life due, and just something where it's still slightly competitive, but they still have to put time into getting the cards. I don't know, maybe something like that. I'm always trying to think of ideas to better Pokemon. And he does have the Accelgor. And now he actually has an Accelgor attacking, um, knocking me out, and another Shelmet up, so we could be in danger. Send up this Darkrai. Gotta look for this catcher. If we hit, I think we probably can't lose. We missed, but that's okay. I'm still gonna put it on the Cocoon. I just have to assume that he doesn't have it. I have to still play the best I can. And it looks like he doesn't at least immediately have it, because he is sending up the Kakuna. But he has the Accelgor. Considering his options a bit. Alright, there's the attach to the Kakuna, or the Beedrill. What's this do? I'm confused. Sure. Dark Patch. Retreat. I don't even think we... I guess the N is at its best here, so we may as well... Wow, this guy has so much HP. And Night Spear. Still gonna put 30 in it, so again, I assume that he doesn't have it. I just kind of have to, and if we can Night Spear anything with that Accelgor, he'll be knocked out. Nope. He did have it. Doesn't play a supporter though. Might be just next leveling me a bit. Who knows? Attach there. Can always find the Super Rod later. I think we just have to pass. He doesn't have another Shelmet though, so we could reasonably lose this game. If he gets the Accelgor with another Shelmet up, but hopefully him. He has it. So he attaches. Okay, so he attaches and retreats. I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of our dark energy are not accessible. Is there a way that we have the energy search? No, I think the energy search is in here. Yeah, the energy search is in here. So what are we at? Well, we're gonna Crushing Hammer, certainly. Can we spell it for a Dark Patch? That would be good. Yeah, okay. That works more in our favor. Kind of forced to be an aggressive Darkrai deck here, and we have actually sort of come close to losing, so that's pretty interesting. Not the way I would have assumed this game was gonna turn out. I do the 2 energy in there to attack with my Darkrai, so it should just be game here. Even if he knocks me out, I'm gonna draw into them eventually. Let's see what's in my deck. There's a Junipers and a bunch of stuff. I'll go ahead and take that. On my turn, send up this guy. Oh, we could reasonably lose. We really need to draw an energy, or a dark energy last turn, so I'm not in the best spot. No, sir. We also can't Juniper because we will deck out. So we're gonna go ahead and pass. I think we have, what, 7 cards in our deck? Yeah, 7 cards in our deck with 2 draws to hit 1 of 2 energy. So, not the luckiest, but this almost. And so he's gonna attack for 20. And laser, tails. Hammer. We have to go ahead and retreat into this one, not take a prize, and pass the turn. This is actually going to be tough. I think we just lose. We don't. The only way we win is, wow, we're just not drawing this energy. Ship the turn back. The only way we win is if he decides to not attack with Leafeon for some reason. Wow, we've literally drawn every card that's not energy in our deck. Okay. Yep. Ship the turn back. And it looks like we just lose. I think, in hindsight, I've been thinking about this for a few minutes. I think that, what does that do? I think that we shouldn't have been attacking those Accelgors. I think we should have been spreading damage around a little bit more so that we could set up, at any point, we take a Night Spear and win. That was definitely a mistake on my part. All apologies for that. Can he knock us out with his attack? So, okay, so if we attach to the Sableye, we retreat. We junk hunt for catcher laser. We catcher laser confuse ray. That requires a 50-50 shot. Whereas if we do this, he knocks us out for sure. So let's take a look at our discard pile real quick, make sure there's nothing we can do. Yeah, I think we have to get catcher laser and then hope to hit heads on catcher. Alright, well. Okay. So our opponent concedes. I guess it's concession day on Pokemon Online. I think we almost certainly would have lost that game. I think I played very poorly. I apologize for that. But just goes to show you that an interesting deck can get somewhere. And as I say, scoreboard. So 5-0, really 4-1, but again, scoreboard. So I hope you enjoyed the deck. If you want me to play a few more matches with it, feel free to let me know. As always, check out TopCutCentral.com, buy a playmat, support the show. Check out Facebook.com/OTBPokemon and support us there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.